Welcome to Successful Living, or should I say, welcome back to Successful Living. I'm your host, Rob Auclair, financial planner at Balanced Wealth Management in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. We're really happy to be back on set here today. It's been 3-4 months, so it's great to be back in studio. Today we're going to talk about focus and how focus can really help us to have a better day in achieving our goals and staying positive, and especially during the pandemic, being able to not get distracted as easily. We're then going to be joined by Chad Kritzis, and Chad is our real estate expert. He's joining us via Zoom meeting, and he's going to talk about buying and selling in this market, along with what has happened in the last 3 or 4 months in the Rhode Island market, and some thoughts on what might happen in the next 6 to 12 months. Then we're going to talk about Social Security, and many people have questions about when to file. Does it make sense to take early retirement versus full retirement? We're going to take a quick analysis of that. And then also how to make sure that when Social Security gets reduced, to make sure you're aware of that and to make the right decisions. And then finally, we're going to have our viewer question, which is about the stimulus package. And we're going to answer a few other questions during this whole COVID pandemic in our last segment. So let's get started. Today's word of the day is focus. Focus is a center of activity, attraction, or attention, a point of concentration. So when I think of us being focused, I think of major tunnel vision and being able to segregate what we're focused on and pushing away the distractions. And that's what we're going to talk about. So we know in today's pandemic, many of us are working from home. We might have kids, we might have someone else living with us, such as an older adult, TV's going on. Whatever it may be, we have major distractions, and what we want to do is find a way in which we can get rid of those things. Statistic, during May of this year, people that were polled, 71% said that they had an increase in activity of watching TV, 45% said they had an increase in social media, and 45% said they had an increase in eating. So I know I enjoyed that part of it, but now it's time to hopefully change that stuff around. But whatever the case may be, getting refocused, this might be a great time to do so. So here are some benefits of how being focused helps us. One, we have more control. So we bring an awareness to our plan and we give it daily attention, which leads to more control of our schedule and life. What I'm trying to say is don't wing it, have a plan. Number 2, positivity. By that I mean don't create large goals, have a large goal, but find the mini goals that lead up to that and contribute to that. So create those little goals. What that helps you do is to create a good mental feeling and propels you to the next task. Number 3 is self-understanding, and this is a big one for a lot of people. You have this big schedule, you put all this stuff together, and this I think is very true to be said, especially when someone has a focus of weight loss even. I think what it is you fail and you go off the wagon. What you need to be able to do is make adjustments, come back to that plan that you had, and find out what those weaknesses were, and the next time they come your way, make sure you know how to solve them. Problem solving, as you stay more focused, you'll have tools to solve future issues, which will then lead to clarity, which is by focusing on those little goals, you'll create efficiency. So how do we focus better? Number 1, we want to eliminate distractions. Be able to say no. I keep a little list on my desk that says anytime something comes up, I write that down and I say I'll get to that at another point. Number 2, focus is a muscle. Train it. The more you do this, the more it becomes a habit, and that's the way in which you're going to make your days get better and better and become more focused as time goes on. Number 3 is morning is focus time. Perfect example. Last night I was trying to prepare for this show, got distracted with my kids, baseball game, work. Couldn't get anything done. This morning I got up at 5:30 for 2 or 3 hours. I planned this, no distractions, no emails, and we got it done. Morning's a great time. Number 4, plan, get your to-do list, do some time blocking. Number 5, give yourself a reward. Take some breaks. Maybe after every 2 hours, what you'll do is you'll come back, take a 5-minute walk, or do something as the such. Here's something that really stuck out to me as I was doing some research. If you cut out 1 hour of Facebook or social media, you would gain 365 hours a year. That is over 9 weeks, 9 40-hour weeks of work that you would gain. Something to think about. When we come back, we'll be joined by Chad Kritzis. Stay tuned.